For John Madden on a perfectly delightful day in Chicago. It's unbelievably warm, and as a matter of fact, these are two teams. 3 weeks ago, they were both undefeated. Now they're both struggling a little bit. And John, you know, they have something of a quarterback controversy here in Chicago. We asked Mike Ditka yesterday, and he said last Tuesday, if you asked me who my quarterback was going to be, I would have said Jim Harbaugh. On Wednesday, I would have said Harbaugh. Thursday, he changed his mind, and he's going to stick with Mike Tomczak. What about the Bears situation?
Well, you know, there's a fine line between trying to get your team back and panicking. I think that's what Mike Ditka is trying to stay away from panic. But really, he's been hurt by turnovers. He's been hurt by injuries. And last week, Mike Tomczak didn't play well. So he wasn't going to start him. Then he said, maybe I'm putting too much blame on Tomczak. He said, I am going to start Tomczak this week. But he said, I talked to him, and there's two things that he has to do. He has to be more decisive, and he has to be more aggressive. And then we talked to Mike Tomczak, and he said, I'm going to be more aggressive today. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that means in a quarterback by being aggressive, but we're going to see shortly.
Armstrong, McMichael, Perry in place of Dan Hampton, and Richard Dent returns. Rivera, Singletary, and Roper, the linebackers. And the secondary, Wolford and Jackson on the corners. Marcus Paul instead of Sean Gale. And Dave Duerson. And there is Dan Hampton. And believe me, they missed him. Right now, it's Cleveland Gary, one of their two top picks from last year, both of whom went to the University of Miami, Florida. Here's Everett. Out of the pocket. And down in the hands of Trace Armstrong, another of the Bears who's been playing hurt. He's got a bad left ankle. Loss of one.
And of course, he was the Bears' first-round draft choice. And these are guys that, these first-round draft choices, it's getting tough. It seems like they don't come to camp anymore. They miss training camp. Then the season starts, and they have to learn on the run.
Mike Tomczak starting at quarterback for the Chicago Bears. This is the offensive line, a veteran group in front of him. Covert, Bortz, Hilgenberg, Thayer, and Van Horn, with James Thornton starting at tight end. Anderson and Muster, the running backs. McKinnon and Morris open at wide receivers, but that'll change. Gentry and Wendell Davis will also get a lot of work. Thornton is the tight end, lined up left side. Second and 13. Bears operating from their own 27. Now the Rams would go with just two down linemen. Outside of Morris. Got away momentarily. Jerry Gray finally brought him down. Tomczak out of the spread. Has to come out. Does come out. And finds his receiver, Wendell Davis. First down, Bears, a gain of 13.
Let me show you here. I think this could be what Mike Ditka was talking about, being more aggressive. If you sit there, you don't see anything. Look, that whole thing goes to the right. Move out to the left, find something out there, and then reload and throw again.
And it makes it first and 10 Bears at their own 42. To Muster. Ran over one Ram. Johnny Gray, Frank Stam. Jerry Gray. Stam's knocked him out of bounds.
That's Brad Muster. Remember, he was a #1 draft choice out of Stanford a couple of years ago, and he's not really a fullback like you think of it. You know, the big blocker ramming it in there. But the thing that he is a very good pass receiver.
They're going to x-ray his right ankle. That's why he's headed for the locker room. Everett. Richard Dent. All over Gaston Green before he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There is the guy that the Bears really missed. You know, we talked about Dan Hampton, and he's out, but Richard Dent is a big part of this Bear defense. When you need pass pressure, or you need pressure, or you need a big play, Richard Dent is the guy that can give it to you.
Everett back to throw it. Got a man. Got him open. Henry Ellard. into Bear country. Back to the Bear 26-yard line. Ellard was the man in motion. Everett. The pass is intercepted by the Bears, by Marcus Paul. Everett made the stop. A 20-yard return, and the Bears take over.
Yeah, the guy that made a good play on this interception is Dave Duerson. Watch him here, 22. He comes flying in here. He's the one that hits a ball, knocks it up out of Ellard, through Ellard, and then, of course, Marcus Paul comes up with the interception.
Well, one or the other is going to start pretty soon. Here's Everett back in the pocket. Has Henry Ellard. Out of bounds, first down. 11-yard gain. Neil Anderson back with contact. McKinnon is the move man this time. And the handoff is to Anderson with some room. First down. James Washington knocked him out of bounds after a gain of 7. Kozlowski and Gentry split wide to the right. Tomczak looking in that direction. Pass is complete to McKinnon, and he is hit immediately by James Washington. Bell back with McGee.
That happens. A lot of guys get better on Sunday.
That's Bell. He looked certainly healthy on that run, didn't he?
I would believe he got better.
Second down and 8. Everett on a semi-rollout. Gets it out to Buford McGee, and McGee gets into Bear territory to their 45 before he's knocked out of bounds by Rivera. Delpino and Bell behind Everett this time. Second down, and then handoff is to Bell. Bell inside the Bear 40. Stopped by Duerson. Picked up 6. Third and 4. Everett. Rivera on a blitz. They chase him out of the pocket. He gets it to Bell. Bell breaks the tackle and will get a Ram first down. That's done on his own. He broke out of Singletary's grasp. 45 yards away. Holohan holding. Trying to put some points on that scoreboard, which has been lonely. Far enough and good enough.
I think Harbaugh's going in.
I think you're right.
I think this was a decision that Mike Ditka really struggled with all week because, as you said earlier, if you had to make the decision Tuesday, it would have been Harbaugh. Wednesday would have been Harbaugh. Then Thursday, he decided to stay with Tomczak. You know what could have helped him, though, is Harbaugh did start last year against the Rams and didn't do too well in that game, so you thought maybe that's not much better than what I got already.
This is Gentry, who seems to make things happen, and is doing so right now on that return. Boy, what a good run. And it is Harbaugh.
I'll tell you, I think if there's an MVP of the Bears so far this year and half the season, it has to be Dennis Gentry. Every time I see him, this guy is making a play, either as a kick returner or as a wide receiver. This is a wild, tough guy.
Muster. A trap with a lunge for 8 yards. Stopped by Giroux.
Yeah, that's the type of run that Muster can run. You know that thing where you just straight ahead, boom, you quick trap it and get right up the middle. And I always say the best friend of a quarterback is a good running game. Yeah, they can talk about their passes, they pass here, their pass this, pass percentage, hit bombs, and all that stuff. But if they don't have a running game, that doubles the toughness of their job.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Rams leading 3-0. 5:11 left in the first half. Anderson. First down. Stopped by Richard Brown. That one really stung him. Second down. And 5.
Don't worry about it.
Off again. Here's Harbaugh. Go through with it. And he does to Thornton. That'll be enough for a first down and more. 13-yard gain. Harbaugh gives to Anderson. Anderson slid inside the 25. A pickup of 4. Stopped by Giroux. 2nd and 6. Tomczak is going to take off with it and slides inside the 20. I'm sorry, it's Harbaugh, not Tomczak. A gain of 5.
I think this is the thing that Mike Ditka wanted a little more of Tomczak. You know, this was Jim McMahon football here. You look, there's nothing open, boom, you move. Secondly, you find a lane, you just take it upfield, get what you can, and go into your slide.
35-yard field goal attempt coming up by Kevin Butler with Tomczak holding. Butler's line drive is good.
Yeah, it's too neat for someone talking about defense. You ought to spill some stuff on it.
That's correct. That's Del Pino. Spinning close to a first down. Stopped by Tate. They've gone down with their 3-game losing streak. Here's Evans. Quick pass to Eller. Another first down. Again, Harbaugh back in the spread formation. Morris was the receiver, and it ends. Take a quick timeout. Buster in motion. Harbaugh back in the end zone and now out of it. Anderson out blocking for him. Harbaugh breaks 1 tackle and scampers for an aggressive first down. A gain of 11.
That's what I think Mike Ditka would like. I think he would like a linebacker to play quarterback. You know, some old tough guy that, you know, just throwing and, you know, and leather flying and stuff like that. Because I want an aggressive quarterback. That's a tough thing to be, because I always thought when a quarterback gets too aggressive, they get too much blood pumping in their arm and they lose touch.
An 11-yard dash by Harbaugh is the longest run for the Bears today. First down. DeBozo. Stopped by Frank Stams after a gain of 6.
Kevin Green and Doug Reed.
Again, they split Anderson wide right. Harbaugh looking in that direction. Now he's going to take off with it. And gets to the 46. And that'll be another Bear first down and a pickup of 15 by Harbaugh.
That's all you have to do. You see, if you give a quarterback a lane on pass, now watch what happens. Then he can take that lane and come up and throw. You see the lane right there? Look, it's wide open. Now he has this straight shot right here to get a first down. Then he can get his first down. Then he can go into a slide or just go in and take the ground after he gets the first. And more important than that is he's making something happen for the first time.
That's Muster on the move. Well play Anderson. Gets into Ram territory. Across the 50. Picked up 4. Score tied at 3. Anderson. Out of bounds by Michael Stewart. But he picked up 5.
And in that area, Chicago, Colorado, Nebraska, that's all they're talking about a week ago already.
McGee. That should be almost enough for a first down as he went out of bounds at about the 19-yard line, a gain of 8. And you have to fight it. You can't just say, okay, I'm beat. Oh. Richard Dent. That looked like something you might see in a wrestling ring.
Richard Dent is capable of that. Watch from the left of the screen. He's going to come through here like he was shot out of a bazooka. Watch that. I mean, he just comes over the top. Hey, that is some play. Watch him right here, Richard Dent. He's going to come over. They try and block him with a fullback. He makes a dive. That's something you get 10 points for in some grading system. You know, I think watching Richard Dent on that play again is worth it here in the clicker. Watch him. He takes off just like he's at the end of a diving board. Watch him. McGee is going to try and block him. He takes off, and he's just level out there as he hits that ball carrier. That is some football play.
And here comes a missile at me.
Flying about eye level, he was coming at him.
Gentry in motion. Harbaugh goes back to throw it. Thornton has Green with him. And Mark Giroux. Second down and 4. Harbaugh back to throw it. Chased out of the pocket. Throws it to Anderson with a backhand flip. Complete for a Bear first down and a gain of 10.
Harbaugh has reminded me more and more of Jim McMahon. I don't know where that one came from. But as he goes back, he's looking. He has good pass protection to start. Can't find anything. Starts to run. Then at the end, he decides to throw it. Now, when you throw one up like that, you better be sure of what you're doing. Because if that thing is intercepted, you look dumb.
Right now, he's a hero. 5 out of 6.
And he's playing with confidence.
The Bear first down at midfield. Anderson around the corner. And another first down. Gray knocked him out of bounds.
See, they're talking about defense. You talked about what just happened and then what's going to happen.
Everett to Del Pino. He breaks the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
Well, I think so, yeah. I mean, everything is shown and re-shown and every type of angle. I mean, the poor guys don't have a chance.
Everett fakes the bell, and he is sacked by McMichael. A loss of 10.
I'll tell you one thing. These teams' offenses are struggling, but their defenses are playing super football. I mean, Steve McMichael has been up there, up in the middle, on Everett all day, and he's been making him again throw when he didn't want to, not letting him step forward, and then that time he finally comes up with a sack.
Dan Hampton. Everett back to throw. Up into the pocket to Ellard. He's got it. First down. Enough for inside the 45.
And he was worried about not playing Bell and having to play someone else who would. Here it is. It's Bell that comes in the game, and Bell fumbled. Look at that. It looks like he's just making the turn. I don't think the ball was knocked out unless it was William Perry hit it out just as he was switching it to his right hand down his hip. Perry just got a hand on it.
So the Bears get a break on the second Ram turnover. Harbaugh gives to Anderson. They fake a reverse or try to. Anderson kept it. And he gets across midfield. Knocked out of bounds by Jerry Gray, but a gain of 8.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's Munster. He wins his way down for 5 yards. And Frank Stams and other Rams make the stop. Here's Bozo coming in. Second down and 5. Ball is at the 19-yard line. Stams is out. And a hurt his shoulder. Harbaugh back to throw it. To Munster. And Munster to the 5. Newsom made the stop, but a gain of 14.
I'll tell you, the fans are waking up now, but the Bears are on a run here, but the thing that got them the ball is the defense. William Perry making that fumble, making that return, and now the Bears are starting to get confidence. Harbaugh is feeling confident.
Third and goal at the 1, just outside the 1. I think he's going to have... Nope, Munster lunges in. Alvin Wright had him, but Munster muscled it in.
Let's watch this touchdown down here now, and we'll see that the Rams have pretty good defense, good goal line defense. Right there, they got him stopped. And again, that's Alvin Wright who's in there, and he hits him square. Now, the thing Mustard, he keeps those feet going, then lunges right at the end. See, he made two good plays here. The first one, when he runs into right there. Boom, coming off that. Now the second one with the lunge here. That's only a short run, but I'll tell you, that was a heck of a play by Brad Muster.
Great effort. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Their own 30. Harbaugh. To Muster. Bear first down. Newman made the stop on the big fullback. First down at the 42 for the Bears. Back to throw it is Harbaugh. Gets it out again to Muster. And Muster is close to another Bear first down. Richard Brown made the stop.
I tell you, if the Rams don't watch out, they're going to put Muster in the Pro Bowl. In game here, he is doing a heck of a job. He's been running those traps up the middle, been catching the pass, had that goal line play. And I'll tell you, they're getting good pass protection. You know, they lost Covert. Wojciechowski's playing left tackle now. The offensive line has gotten things back under control, the offensive line of the Bears, and allowing Harbaugh some time to throw the ball.
2nd and 1. Bears have moved into Ram territory. Muster. First down and more. A gain of 7. You know, I was down on the field before the game, John, looking at Muster. He's a big guy. He's as big as Stams and taller.
Yeah, but you don't expect fullbacks to come from Stanford.
No, I guess not. Anderson almost broke it. Stopped by Wilcher.
There's Jim Covert. He hurt his right ankle. They x-rayed it. The x-rays were negative. But I think sometimes you can not have a break, but a sprain can sometimes be worse than a break. And I'm sure there's no way that he feels that he could play, and that's why Wojciechowski's in here at left tackle.
Time sprain lingers when you expect. Complete from Harbaugh to Wendell Davis. And a flag on the play. He's inside the 5. Leroy Irvin was the defender.
That was where the Bears were going to work. If they wanted to go deep, it was going to be on Leroy Irvin. They figured out that he has the experience, but maybe he's lost a step. 10-year veteran. They got Wendell Davis out there in the left side. Just threw it on and up to him.
Good catch.
Completed pass. Face mask. Half the distance to go. First down.
1st and goal from the 1.
Well, Muster's not going to get this one.
Harbaugh does it himself. And so the Bears suddenly take charge. The Bears lead it in the 4th quarter. 7 plays, 70 yards they went. Harbaugh scored the touchdown. 11-11 left to play.
Watch Richard Dent here. You know, he's not only a pass rusher, but boom, he takes on that run. He plays the run pretty well, too. And when he's playing, he's tough. You see him take on Pankey, come off, boom. Make that play right there. Get that pile going backward.
3rd and 2. Here's Everett back. Gets the ball to Damone Johnson. 2nd down. Cleveland Gary. Close to a first down. Stopped by Singletary.
Marcus Paul is a rookie who is starting his first game and is really doing a good job. Although he let Ellard get inside him, he got back there, but he wanted to not be noticed today. You know, don't get beaten. I know that Marcus Paul could have been the GOAT on that one.
Yeah.
Because he did let him get inside.
He could have been noticed. The draw play is to Delpino. And he hammers inside the 15. Enough for a Ram first down before he's tripped by Singletary. A pickup of 12 by Delpino. Now it's 1st and 10. Rams at the Bears 17. Everett. Holohan to 1. Dewerson. The hard hit, but a gain of 13. So it's at the 1. They need 1. First and goal to Bell. Touchdown. It's second down, and they need 8. Harbaugh goes back to throw it. And he's going to air it out to McKinnon. Got it. "41-yard pickup." Jerry Gray was the Ram defender. Another good throw from Harbaugh.
Harbaugh has made 2 great deep passes. Here you see McKinnon just do a little stop and then go. Harbaugh leads him out there perfectly. He threw one just a little while ago to the left side. This time he throws it to Dennis McKinnon to the right side. That could be the straw.
That could be the game. Kevin Butler, who has 17 consecutive field goals, will try this one from 46 yards with the wind. It's certainly going to get there. And it's going to add some points. Good from Butler. 20 to 10. 20 to 10. Bears lead it. Everett out of the pocket and down by Richard Dent.
You know, you could just tell when we were talking to Richard Dent yesterday that sitting on the sideline on Monday night, I think, drove him crazy. And I think he took that motivation and just brought it here today.
Pass is intercepted by Donnell Wolford, intended for Henry Ellert. And that should just about wrap it up for the Bears.
I tell you, the Bear coaching staff made some good decisions today. One of them was putting Wolford on Ellert. The other one was changing quarterback. Watch him right here. There's 21. Wolford, he's up there. He's only a rookie, but he's taking on Ellert, who had 46 catches coming into the game. He's taking him on. He's playing him man-to-man, but he has help deep. And because he has help deep, he knows that he can play underneath him a little. And because he can play underneath him a little, he can take that interception angle.
Second down for the Bears. At the Rams 29. They lead 20 to 10. That is Neil Anderson to about the 11-yard line, pushed out of bounds by Newsom. A 17-yard pickup. Minute 55 remains. Anderson again to about the 6. They're just going to let it run out, and that'll be the final. For John Madden, I'm Pat Summerall saying so long from Soldier Field in Chicago, where the final score was the Bears 20, the Rams 10.
The Rams and Bears once each were 4-0. But the Rams came into Soldier Field today, losers of their last 2. And the Bears had lost the unthinkable 3 in a row, the only time it's ever happened under Mike Ditka. So the Bears trying to regroup. How do they get off the schneid? The Rams had their sights set on breaking their losing streak too. And they had their sights set on Mike Tomczak, leveled by Mike Wilcher. Then Kevin Green and Wilcher nailed Tomczak. Ditka not happy with his offensive line or Kozlowski's play, but Jim Everett also looked like a tentative quarterback today. Everett looks for Henry Ellert. Dewerson deflects. Marcus Paul with the INT. No one's touched him. He gets up and will go 20 yards. First half, all defense, tentative offense. Mike Tomczak had big-time problems. He and his receivers out of sync. Scoreless first quarter. Then, late in the first half, after Tomczak at one point had thrown 10 straight incompletions, they make the move to Jim Harbaugh. And Harbaugh leveled by Alvin Wright. Kevin Green picks it up, and Green rumbles, bumbles, stumbles, 47 yards. The Rams thought they had a touchdown, but offsides. Defense. John Robinson making the same offside call. 3-3 at the half. Harbaugh gave Ditka a different choice, though, Tommy, today.
Well, he adds a dimension with his running ability, a little bit better than Tom Sack here. He comes out of the pocket early in the game, both running and passing, kept the Rams off balance a little bit. The other thing is he's willing to stand in and take a lick. Here he throws a perfect spiral over to Neil Anderson for a 14-yard gain.
The Joe Cap volley floater. Bear defense, though, still started to dig in. Look at Richard Dent flying over the blocker, nailing Greg Bell, who again could not move the ball on the ground. Steve McMichael sacks Everett. Turnover time. Bell on the rush. The fridge is beaten, but reaches out with a paw, slaps the ball loose. Fumble! Richard Dent, 95, playing an inspired game, fell off the ball. Still in the third quarter. Harbaugh for Cap Bosa picks up, well, what is this flag? At half-mast? It eventually came on Anthony Newman. Robinson can't believe it, but the flag helped set up Brad Muster. Tough one-yard burst. Fought off 3 tackles. The Bears finally in the end zone. It's 10-3 Chicago. Harbaugh to Muster, playing perhaps his most important game as a Bear. Later on the drive, Harbaugh to Wendell Davis, one of the guys they got as draft picks as a result of the Wilbur Marshall giveaway, if you will, to Washington. Harbaugh, 1-yard sneak in the fourth quarter at 17-3 Chicago. Everett trying to bring the Rams back. But how tough was it for the Rams to get in the end zone? Pete Holohan can't overrun Dave Duerson. Eventually they do get a score from Greg Bell to make it 17-10. But Jim Everett looked tentative all day, and he struggled. The day began, at least, to Jim Harbaugh. He wasn't tremendous, but he hit some long gainers like this one to Dennis McKinnon of 41 yards. Helped set up a field goal by Kevin Butler. There, Harbaugh's number. Certainly didn't lose the game. How happy was Mike Ditka afterwards to break the losing streak? I guess so. 3-game losing streak by the boys. Bears over the Rams at Soldier Field, 20-10. And afterwards, Mike Singletary said, it may not give us a sign for what's exactly going to happen the rest of the year, but it gives us an alternative.
You gotta make up your mind about something. And for us, it's just at that point where, fellas, what are we going to do? I mean, we're going to make up our mind. We're going to go out there and do the things that we have to do, or we're just going to try and just let people tell us how good we are or how bad we are. What are we going to do?
Moved towards the head of the pack, and last Sunday some in Chicago were more than a little bit anxious for the slumping Bears to get going. Frustrated by a 3-game losing streak, Chicago sought to return to basic Bear football. Veteran Richard Dent shut down the Rams' rushing attack by choosing the most direct course to the ball carrier. And safety Marcus Paul overcame his rookie jitters to stall LA's passing game. In the third quarter, the Bears and Rams were stalemated at 3, and both teams looked for someone to step forward and take control. Often lost in the shuffle of a talented Bears squad, quarterback Jim Harbaugh emerged to save the game. And then he scored the winning touchdown himself.
Muster, he goes in motion to the right. Harbaugh on a keeper. Launches over the middle of the line. Touchdown!
Chicago's victory put them back in a tie for first place in the NFC Central and was a tremendous confidence builder for the Bears' former first-round draft.